Hey everyone, it's Ryzen,
And Liz.
and welcome to the preview for the Steelers at the Patriots. Go over the injury report first. This is actually not up to date because Gonzalez is already out. Anyway, he was listed as questionable Friday, but he's out now. I'm not surprised. He was he was quote limited in practice, but from all reports, limited means he barely did anything. So, I'm not surprised. Hopefully, he'll get some snaps next week, just so that he can ramp up for the Buffalo games. That's gonna be the big one.
Yeah.
Assuming we get there in good position. Jack Westover also has a hamstring injury, which sucks, but
Ian White's still
sick,
ill?
yes. Fortunately, a hamstring is less important for a damn fullback, so not a huge, not as big a deal. Keon White with his illness, he's still sick apparently, but he's full participant. I'm sure he'll play. I mean, not that he does much. I mean, the guy he needs more pass rush moves. There's a bunch of other people on the report, but they don't have any game stats listed. Barmore's on there, but I think it was just a rest day. This is not injury related. Chaison's on there, but he was a full participant. He's listed with a hamstring, but it must be minor. Carlton Davis on there with his Achilles, no game status, so must be a minor thing. Same with Landry and his foot. The big one's Marte Mabu. Marte Mabu was on his neck, but he's also no game status listed. It's Morgan Moses. He was full participant, no game status listed, so I'm gonna play. He'll be fine. Wilson's there with his thigh. I don't know when he got hit on his thigh, but whatever.
Oh, well, the Steelers have a bunch of guys.
Yeah, the Steelers already listed. Deshaun Elliott's already out with a knee. Alex Highsmith's out with his ankle. Joey Porter's out with his hamstring. And we know the feeling. Hamstrings suck for wide receivers, running backs, and corners in particular. Those are the three positions you don't want to pull your hamstring in.
Yeah.
Tight end to a lesser degree as well. It's just you can't pivot or cut. You need to be able to do that as a receiver, as a lineman, whatever you can make do.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Harmon is questionable with his knee, and then you have a bunch of other guys with no game status, which means they're obviously playing. Like DK Metcalf, I guess, had a rest day. Patrick Queen with his oblique, unusual injury. Darius Slay was just a rest day, I guess. TJ Watt, also a rest day.
And they're both vets, basically.
Yep, it's a vet rest day, almost certainly. Anyway, this is going to be an interesting game because I think the Patriots match up very, very well against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's really good against the run. I think they lead the league in tackles for loss. We're number 2. Look, as bad as the secondary's been, our defensive line is arguably the best in football. It's certainly up there. We lead the league in sacks.
I know, which is crazy.
Which
is crazy compared to last year.
Milton Williams is quite literally the best defensive tackle in football.
Yeah, they have 9 sacks in 2 games.
And Barmore's top 5.
Insane.
And Harold Landry and Chaisson are really good as well on the edge. They're top 20 on the edge.
God, they fixed the edge.
So, we got good players on that D line. It's just the linebacking core has been terrible. I'm not expecting that to continue because Spillane is too good a player to continue to play poorly. He's too good.
Yeah.
He's an actual real good player. So I think they'll get that fixed. I can't imagine Alex Austin having the nightmare game he did again.
Pittsburgh also gives up a ton of points per
their
game.
Defense has been bad. Their secondary has been bad.
So that helps us out quite a bit.
They also blitz a lot.
Which is also to their disadvantage.
A lot, which is to their disadvantage because Drake Maye is apparently one of the best quarterbacks in the league against the blitz, at least so far this year.
Who else was really good against the blitz?
Brady. But I mean, that's not a surprise when you're an elite quarterback. I mean, I'm not saying Drake's elite quarterback. I'm just saying Brady was.
But Josh was also Brady's OC for a long time.
And you give Drake either a clean pocket or even if you blitz him, he's going to burn you. So, I mean, that's what his numbers have shown so far this year. So I suspect that they'll have a lot of opportunities for big plays against the blitz. just because the Steelers rely on it so much to get pressure. Defensively, I think really it's going to depend on how well the defensive line plays and gets pressure on Rodgers. He's older. He's not unathletic anymore, but he's less athletic than he used to be. And he doesn't he if he gets pressure, it doesn't go well for him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not surprising. I mean, Brady didn't like getting hit at 40, 44 either. So, we need a big game out of the D line. That's going to be the big one. And I don't think we'll be able to run the ball very much, unfortunately. But I don't think it's going to matter too much because they're just going to be able to pick apart their secondary with. They're going to be able to dink and dunk their way down the field, I would imagine. Just because of how good Drake is against the blitz. I think it's a good matchup in New England's favor. So I would think the Patriots would win this game. I mean, it's at home. It's against a team that kind of treads water every year. To Mike Tomlin's credit, he gets them winning 9-10 games every year. It's just they can't do any better than that.
Yeah, when was the last time they had a losing record?
Not since before Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
He has a 9-win floor, inexplicably to me, but he does.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
He is a very good coach. But they just never have a quarterback.
Right.
And, 44, how old is Rodgers? 44, 43?
He's up there.
He's up there, so this is a temporary thing for them. And I just don't see. The Steelers are the kind of team that they need to be able to beat. You got to be able to beat a team that's just treading water every year. You have to.
Yeah.
It's like that Raiders game. They needed to be able to. This kind of games you got to win. You got to beat teams like that.
Right.
So losing that Raiders game really sucks, but that's okay. There's still a chance to win this game because you got that big win against Miami. I thought they had no chance against Miami because I thought they were going to beat the Raiders, lose to Miami. Well, they did the other way around.
Yeah.
And obviously they got to clean up the mistakes, the penalties and all that. Our offensive line's like top 10 in the league.
Yeah, the cleanup of the penalties will come with time.
So that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I think they've got a good chance to win this game. I think they've got a really good chance to beat the Panthers, who are just a disaster.
Panthers are a disaster.
And then go in to play Buffalo Sunday Night Football 3-1.
Yes, that is the ideal scenario. Is we go into Buffalo 3-1, which would mean that game is for first place. And if we get to that point, and that is the situation, okay, I think the team's legit.
I mean, that will be a hard game because it's at Buffalo.
I mean, if they win that game and they go into first place, then okay, the team's way better than even I thought. But we got to get to that first. We got to win this game first, which is doable. Match up well, but just got to play smarter football, less mistakes, and make Pittsburgh pay on their blitzes, and that's going to be the key. Yeah, and get pressure on Rodgers, preferably with 4. That's what we want. If those things happen, I think we're going to win the game. And I mean, Carolina's such a joke. But it would be better to be 3-1 than 2-2.
Right.
At the end of the month, going into the Buffalo game.
Right. On Sunday Night Football.
I mean, they look like the second best team in the division, so I mean that's promising.
The Jets are a disaster.
So we'll see. We'll do the recap afterwards. Hopefully it'll be a win. That Miami game
was a conundrum.
Took years off my life.
Everyone's life.
Never had such an up and down game like that against Miami that they won.
Was the wildest fourth quarter ever.
It was the wildest game.
Like that second half, I didn't watch the first half. That second half was just insane.
That whole game was insane. The whole game was insane. Like I thought for sure they were going to lose that game because that's always what happens in Miami. Something weird happens and they blow the game. And for the first time ever, the weird stuff happened and they won anyway in Miami.
Right, they overcame it.
That doesn't happen. It never happens. It's amazing.
Right.
And that shows a lot of resilience in the team, and that's good. That's what you want to see.
Right.
I've also liked what I've seen out of Will Campbell. I think he looks like right now he's playing like an all-pro left tackle.
The whole left side is.
Jared Wilson's playing well. He's not as good as Campbell is right now, but he's playing good. Bradbury's the best center in football. What the hell? I'm not kidding. Like, he's the highest rated center in football. I have no idea why. I thought he was going to be the weak link on the line. He might be the best lineman on the line.
So all the slander needs to stop.
I mean, look, even I thought Bradbury was going to be the weak link. But he has been almost perfect outside of one bad snap.
We'll have to see if that holds up.
Obviously, Owen's been fantastic, and Moses has been pretty good in cover or not in pass blocking. It's just he had a lot of penalties in the last game, but he was good in actual blocking. So if the line keeps playing like that, we could be having a much better year than
we may have expected. We'll see if they can stay healthy and get Gonzalez back in a week or two, and preferably by the Buffalo game. If he misses the Carolina game, who cares?
Well,
honestly,
the Carolina game would be a good game to get him some snaps to prep in for the Buffalo game.
Right.
Not that Buffalo has a lot of great receivers. I mean, they really don't. They have just they're basically like us. They have a collection of guys. That's what they got. They ever since Diggs left them. Obviously, we have Diggs now, but Diggs is not what he used to be. But he's been good in the slot, so.
They have Diggs and Hollins, which is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. We have two of their former receivers.
Hey, Hollins caught a touchdown in the last game, so.
Yeah, he did. It was a good scheme play.
He did something.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Williams gets some snaps in this game. I'd like to see Williams across the other side on Butte, because they basically moved Diggs to the slot, which is fine. He's kind of like their gotta have it possession guy. He's taking that Edelman role, which I like. I think that's a good spot for him, just coming off the ACL tear. And ideally, I think you want to roll with eventually, Diggs in the slot, Butte on one side, and then the other side you're going to have Williams. And if you get Williams going, this could be a fun team, because Williams can be explosive. And Trevion, please learn to block, because he was bad.
I don't think he'll be playing much.
Not until he learns to block, because that was bad. On the plus side, at least he didn't stand there like Genty did on that play last week. Wow. But yeah, you got to do better than that. That's I think we had too much expectation for Henderson out of the gate. He's just you got to be able to block, because you can't get Maye killed back there.
Well, it'll come with time.
But anyway, I guess we'll leave it here. We'll be back for the recap of the Steelers game. Hopefully we win.
Go Pats.
It's Verizon.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching. Take care.